Hey, y'all. Good morning. I hope everyone had a wonderful Easter. It is Thursday, and I am far behind this week because I have had a sinus infection, and I haven't really felt like doing much at all. Now, I did a garden video yesterday, which I'm going to be trying to get out today, and this morning I did a little bit of meal prep, not to get ready for the week because, like I said, it's already Thursday, but just to get some things done that I haven't gotten done any this week. Alrighty, so if any of you guys are like me and you had ham for Easter dinner, there's possibilities you may have some left over. Well, I actually bought 2 of Publix hams this week because not this week, but last week, because they were $1.49 a pound, and I do prefer their ham, especially when it's a decent price. And I always have the hubby go ahead and put those on the smoker, so that takes something out of my way in the kitchen and something I don't have to do. And they're super easy. They're pretty much already cooked anyway. You just want to warm them through. But putting it on the smoker gives them that nice smoky flavor. But what are you going to do with leftovers? So this is what I did today. I know it's already Thursday. I was pushing it here, but I wanted to go ahead and get these cut up. And I did do, like I said, 2 hams, but the hubby smoked a brisket also. So we had a lot of ham left over because everybody wanted to try that delicious brisket. So I ended up with 2 bags, and I've chunked these 2 bags up. These were bone-in hams. I always get bone-in hams just because I want that bone, believe it or not. Because this bone will go in my frozen green beans when I'm ready to cook them. I still have some left from the garden last year. And as you all know, it is garden time again. So I want to go ahead and start using those up before my new ones come in. So I ended up with 2 of these bones, and I will put these into a pot of green beans with water and onion, salt and pepper, and cook those green beans all day, and they will be absolutely delicious. And some of this ham will come off the bones, and it will give even more flavor to the green beans, which is fantastic. And these other 2 bags are all of the meat without the bone, and I've chunked those up pretty good sizes because I will be putting these in a bag of pinto beans or great northern beans, and I will have ham and beans and onions and cornbread for supper. And this will give me 2 meals here full of protein because the hubby has to have meat. He can't just do a bowl of beans and onions and cornbread like I could, but this will give him plenty of meat in those beans. So that right there alone takes care of 4 of my meals. Now tonight I wanted to make some cheesy potatoes, and I'm going to make cheesy ham potatoes. So I'm going to put these in the crock pot along with the potatoes and the cheese and the other ingredients, and that will be supper tonight. And I'll just serve that tonight, I think, with a salad, because I have some tomatoes and some cucumbers that are going to go bad if I don't use them soon. I'm telling you, I just hadn't felt like cooking much this week. I also didn't get any of my boiled eggs made, and since I'm wanting some boiled eggs, I went ahead and boiled another dozen of the eggs. And I bought up a ton of the eggs at Kroger's. I guess it was week before last, maybe the week before that, I'm not for sure. They were 99 cents a dozen, and they do peel so much better. Now, I can peel my brown eggs with no problem if I give them 2 or 3 weeks before I boil them, but you got to keep up with how old they are and all that stuff, so it can kind of be a pain. So while those were only 99 cents, I went ahead and bought a few dozen. So that's what I am making again today, is I boiled up a dozen of the eggs. Now, I do not like to waste anything. Most of you guys have noticed that. I will save anything to try to make something else out of it. Well, this is my water after I boiled the eggs. I saved it, and I also saved the water from when I was soaking the eggs to cool them down. And if you look real close, that's all of the eggshells that I have crushed up. I'm going to be planting tomatoes today. Don't anybody fuss at me. I'm going to go ahead and do it. My little sugar gold tomatoes are looking fantastic. I'm not seeing, hopefully, any more really cold weather in the future, at least no frost. So I'm only going to put out my celebrity today. I'm going to put out 6 of my celebrity plant tomatoes today, and I want to feed them with some of this eggshells and water when I'm planting them, because it adds lots of calcium to the soil. So that's what I'm going to do with that. So here I have it. This is my small amount of meal prep today, and I'm going to be getting this in the crock pot soon. And now I just have to worry about everything else I have to do today. We're going to do some more work out in the yard. We're going to do some house cleaning. And hopefully we'll get some time in the sun today. So you guys have a wonderful day. And we will see you again here a little bit later. Bye, y'all.